Hello, welcome to Record Time. Record Time is a weekly Akashic experience where we explore simple and mysterious themes through the lens of the Akashic Records. Thank you for being here. I'm so delighted to be here with you. If you're new here and don't know what the Akashic Records are, I invite you to check out my website, ninaruchi.com, and there you'll find 2 videos that explain what the Akashic Records are and what an Akashic Record reading is. And even if you're an old friend, if you haven't seen those 2, they can be just a helpful context for what I'm doing here each week. And yeah, if you're curious about what an Akashic Record reading is and what a one-on-one experience is like, there's lots of info about it there on my website. All right. I'm going to take a moment to tune into the records and see what they have to share with us today. And as I'm doing that, take a moment to relax if you're able to. Arrive here. Maybe just notice where you're at physically, emotionally, mentally. Just notice where you're at. There's nothing you have to do about it. If it feels good, you can take a breath. All right. So they're asking us, the keepers of the records are asking, are you hiding behind your words? And there's kind of like a giggle around that, like they fully, and I fully acknowledge that that can sound a little accusatory. So just like, let's all take a moment to just take the charge out of that. It's not like pointing a finger, it's not accusatory. It's just kind of a neutral question. Are you hiding behind your words? And what does that mean? When you speak, do you sincerely mean what you say? When you speak to different people, are your words a sincere expression of yourself? Can you notice or gauge that perhaps with certain people there is less hiding happening, or rather there's more honest expression happening, and with others perhaps it's a little bit harder to mean what you say or to find the words and the capacity to fully express what you sincerely mean. So when they say, are you hiding behind your words? It's really like asking, are your words actually directly expressing? Are they a medium that clearly conveys yourself? Or are they not? And if they're not, that's perfectly fine. And it's probably a good sign that you're a human being. Because I think most people do that, myself included. And it's just an invitation to notice that. Is there more room in your life or in your relationships to like allow more honesty, more sincere expression to flow through your communication? And there's nothing wrong if there is room. It's just an opportunity, and you don't have to take it. And then they're inviting us to go one level deeper too. So it's like, are you hiding behind your words? And they're talking about, the actual words we use when we speak and communicate to other people. And then to go one layer deeper, are you hiding behind your words? The words that comprise your thoughts. When you speak to yourself internally, are those thoughts, is your inner dialogue a sincere expression of yourself, or is it not? When you think thoughts, are the words that are playing through your mind, do you actually mean them or not? And again, this isn't to like poke a finger and be like, oh, you don't mean what you say when you think things. You're not being sincere. It's more like, oh, let's notice that thought, the words that made up that thought. That's not true. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not really about, are you a sincere person? It's just noticing in our words and communication, is there more room for clarity and sincere expression? And then in our thoughts, in our internal dialogue, do we mean what we say when we think things to ourselves, or do we not? And to notice, just even taking 1 minute to notice, let all the thoughts come through and notice, oh, that was a thought. Is that one true or not? That was a thought. Those are words. Did I mean that or not? And just notice how much sincerity is there in your thoughts. And by taking stock of that at random moments in the day, or even once a day for 30 seconds, that will bolster you in the moments where you doubt yourself. Because if you've taken time to practice noticing, like, oh, actually, not every thought I think is actually true. Not every thought I think I actually even mean. Who knows where it came from? And it doesn't even really matter in this moment for what we're talking about, where it came from. It's like just noticing. Then in the moments where you're experiencing self-doubt and it might be keeping you stuck, you can just remind yourself, oh yeah, these thoughts of self-doubt are just words. And I know that not every word that flows through my mental space is sincere. I don't always mean the things that flow through my head. Or rather, a different way to say it is like, the things that flow through my head are not always coming from my deep self. So it's not that you don't mean the things you say, or you don't mean the things you think. It's rather that not every thought or every expression is being sourced from a place of you. It's not being sourced from your deep self, your sincere self, your true self. Some of these expressions, some of these thoughts, perhaps are coming from different places. So all we're doing here, all of this invitation is notice which thoughts and expression, which words are coming from you, your sincere self, and which ones are coming from different places. And doing that as a practice can help you deepen your relationship, your knowing, your ability to recognize your sincere self throughout your day-to-day life. When your thoughts get challenging, when your communications feel difficult, you'll be able to recognize the space of sincerity within yourself, and hopefully over time be able to navigate, tap into that, and express from that space with more awareness and intention. All right. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. That was like a new, yeah, they haven't really expressed those sentiments in that way to me before. So that was pretty cool, in my opinion. I hope that you got something out of that too. If you have thoughts or questions about this, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to send me a message either on Instagram or on my website. And I'd love to chat. And if you enjoy these Akashic transmissions and you're wanting to go deeper, consider exploring a one-on-one reading. Because if you like these, if you resonate with these, a one-on-one reading is so much deeper. It's so much more specific and personal and lovely, and you get to ask the questions that you really are curious about, that are super relevant and specific to you. So they're quite different from these broader, these broader transmissions that I do here on Record Time. So if that's something that you're curious about, you can also find information about on the offerings page on my website. All right, I'm sending you lots of love until next time. Namaste.